Hello guys, welcome to the stream. This is Vicky from the Vicky Foot Watch, and today we are going to have the new set of icons coming up in another couple of minutes time. Just 2 more minutes for the drop. Hope we are, you know, getting some good icons. Hope we are getting some good icons from the swaps. Sorry, I just toggle between, just to see the time, and I just don't want to miss the swaps. So here we are. Just give me a shout out into the stream, and we are just So it's time. It's time. It is time. Are we going to have? Let's let's just reload the game. We'll just go quit. Get back into the ultimate team. Let's see, what are the swaps you're going to get. Not in. Oh my god. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swaps. So Asian Prime, Ronaldinho, Vieira, Del Piero, Barnes, Hernandez, and Blanc. This is quite amazing. So we don't have a defender. We don't have a defender. So let's just look into the swaps. We just got it. Okay. Mid icon is busy. Okay. Ronaldinho. So it's going to be a 77 days. Asian Prime. 4-star, 3-star, Patrick Vieira. Okay. So here it is, guys. Here it is. So we have got the icon swaps to the next set. So we have got Bobby Moore with the mid icon, 3-star and 2 stars for a center back. So that's not a big problem. And we have got Ricard for a CDM and a very good stats, I would say. Put him a shadow, he'll be good. It needs again 5 icons, 5 swaps, I mean. And Fernando Hero for a center back for 6. What is medium high? Medium high is good for a center back for defenders. So this is there, and Van der Sar for a mid icon for how many swaps? 6. Okay, and Raul for 10 swaps. Decent for a center forward. Coman mid icon, 10 swaps. Seedorf, baby Seedorf is coming in with 10 swaps. Okay, and Robert Perez for 10 again. It's going to be a prime. 4-star, 4-star, French left mid. Very good dribbling, very good passing, and a good pace for a left mid. Slap him maybe if you want to just play him with some good dribbling and passing along with the pace, slap him an engine, and he's going to be a good left mid for 10 swaps. Okay, and Nakata, we got prime Nakata. I think nobody is going to choose him unless if you're going for 2 swaps. Socrates is there with his base for 11 swaps. Zambrota for 11 swaps. Right wing back, 5 star, 4 star, 91 pace, 82 and 84 dribbling. It's a very good card. Luis Figo for 13 subs for a mid icon. 90 pace, 88 passing, 91 dribbling with a 4 star, 4 star. This is an excellent card again. And Campbell with a prime for 14 swaps. A very good defending and physical. And a low medium. That is going to be a work rate is going to be a factor here. Gary Lineker for 14 swaps again. And 88 pace. I think for 73 passing you don't need much of passing, but like 3 star 4 star is going to be a factor here because 3 star skill moves. If you're not bothered about skill moves, then this is okay for a 14 swaps. And we have Blanc with this base icon for 14 swaps again. 3 star 2 star, that is not great. And we have got mid icon SPC for 18 swaps. Okay, 18. And Luis Hernandez for how many? 19 swaps. 3 star 4 star, brilliant pace, good dribbling, good shooting. What about the stamina? 82, 89 jumping. That's a decent card again, but are you going to spend 19 swaps for one icon is going to be a factor. Barnes with his prime for again 19 swaps. Good pace, good dribbling, shooting is like well rounded, passing is good for the finger, maybe go for a dead eye boost shoot and passing. This is going to be an amazing card. Except the balance of 77, this card is good. Del Piero for 20 swaps, and it's a mid icon Del Piero. Excellent shooting and dribbling, pace and passing, maybe a catalyst that will improve the pace and the passing. For a center forward, maybe you can play him as a cam. Good stamina, jumping is not that great, but still he's not going to be an out and out striker. If you're going to play him at a cam, I think this is a very good one. But yeah, 5 star 4 star again, that's a decent one. Balance of 73, but it's not that bad. Ronaldinho, we got base icon Ronaldinho for 89. Look at the stats, man. Everything is in green. That's an amazing card. Everyone would love to get him, but for is he worth for 21 is going to be a big question mark. And we have got prime Asian for 23 swaps, and Patrick Vieira base icon for a 23 swaps. So this is going to be a long season. It's not going to be a short one. So we have got so many good icons here, and we have got 77 days. It's almost close to 2.5 months and little closer to 3 months of grinding you need to get to these swaps. But let us just look into the objectives. So here it is, 3 here, 3 here. So it's 6 swaps coming in just for this season, I guess. I mean, we have 15 days left for the season to finish. So we have got a Bundesliga, win 4 rival matches using 9 first own Bundesliga players. La Liga, 9 first own La Liga players. Win 5 rival matches using 11 English players in your starting squad. 4 must be first owned. Okay. And here 9. So 2 9s and 1 4, but with 11 English players. And what about this PP, VMAX and MLS? Win 6 in world class. And 5 MLS players. And okay, this is going to be a this is something different. Okay, and Saudi using 11 Saudi professional league players, world class. Win 6 legendary difficulty. They want a legendary difficulty using 11 Italian players. 11 Italian is fine, but legendary is going to be a big problem for some players, to finish that, because I don't see many players play legendary or an ultimate one where they go for a world class. World class would have been even better, but legendary is going to be so tough. And so this is the so we are getting like 6 swaps for the first 15 days, end of the holiday season, and after that I think we need to wait for another set of the swaps to get any of these icons. So actually we are having few prime cards and few mid icons and few base. Even if you take base icon who are worth enough is going to be definitely for baby Sidorov and Vieira, Patrick Vieira. But Patrick Vieira, you need to complete 23 account swaps and you need to wait for close to 2 months to get this card. I think waiting for 2 months to get this card into your team, I don't know like whether that's waiting time is going to be a appreciable one, because for 77 days, so we will definitely not get the next set of icon swaps will come out after the holiday season ends, which is like 15 days from now. And after that I think again EA might give us for another 12, and then the rest 6 as the third part. So we are not going to get Patrick Vieira for 23 swaps, not before, not less than 2 months. So in 2 months, like I don't think there might be better cards than Patrick Vieira, which will be in game, and grinding it for 2 months and getting it in the end of December, sorry, in the end of February or in the first week of March. I don't know. Will that be a big addition to your team? So does Michael Essen. Again, 23 swaps for a prime icon. The card is great. The card is really great, and he's going to fit into your CDM position, and he's going to make a good advantage. But for 2 months, you have to grind for getting these two cards. So that is going to be a big factor. Same goes for Ronaldinho and for the swaps, which is close to, yeah. So anything after mid icon, Luis Hernandez, John Barnes, and Del Piero, Ronaldinho, Essien, and Patrick Vieira. So these cards needs so much of time for you to be patient, to grind and wait for a couple of months to get this particular players into your squad. So that is going to be a big factor. Whereas for 14 swaps, I think like maybe in 15 days we are going to finish the first set of holiday season swaps which we have got now, which is 6 swaps, and after that the next set of swaps will be there. So maybe if we are getting a 12, I think 12 plus 6, like till mid icon you can get it by next month. But for 23 and more than 20 swaps, you need to wait for a couple of months. I don't think that is a good idea. And there are few cards which are tremendously very good and which you can plan and go for it. Say for example, Luis Figo, absolute beast with an amazing pace and dribbling and a good passing too. Maybe cards like this, you can just plan. You need to plan for it. 13 swaps, I think we are getting 6 for the next 15 days, and the next you need 7. So I think we just need to plan on what are the swaps and what are the icons you're going to go first and which you need into your team, which is going to be a big addition to your team, or you're going for a defenders or a midfielder or a striker. We need to just freeze that one because there are so many swaps out this time, starting with 5, and I don't think nobody will be going for the first uh, few cards, like maybe till even the first 4, Van der Sar, Hero, Frank Rijkaard, and Bobby Moore. I don't think players will go for these cards. They're not that worth enough. Even though it's going to be a mid icon, Bobby Moore, the pace is going to be a big factor with just 66. If you're going to put him a shadow, you're going to get maximum to 81. But there are plenty of other cards again. So you need to plan out what are the cards you're planning to get through these swaps, and how do you want to grind for it. And if you're settling in for a maybe a seed off in the first 2 seasons, and then if you're going to grind and get some cards, then you can go for the others. Because Seedorf is a solid player for a central midfielder. He's a very solid player. So maybe if you can get a Seedorf for 10 swaps, and you have another 13 left, you can go for Luis Figo, which is like, you're using all your swaps, and they are good, because like Luis Figo is going to be a is out for 13 swaps and is a mid version of Figo, and so we need to check on that aspect. So let me know, guys, like what are the combinations you are planning, or are you going to grind for the 23s, Patrick Vieira or Michael Essien, or 21 Ronaldinho? Let me know your thoughts, like what you're going to do about in this icon swaps, the second part, because I personally feel Patrick Vieira or Michael Essien is not that will not be that great after 2 months time, because the swaps are there for 77 days, which means like you'll be getting the next set of objectives after 15 to 20 days after this holiday season ends, and then you need to grind for the other swaps too. So we just got six swaps from this season, and we have like 15 days left. So like, yeah, icon swaps online, you need to play with Bundesliga 9 first round Bundesliga players in your rivals, and you need to win it. And even same goes for La Liga. And for 3 lines, it's going to be an English players with 4 first round. So all our rival wins. And whereas swaps, these two are quite okay with world class difficulty. Winning 6 squad battles, that's not a great, that's not a big problem to get. But this one, 6 squad battle matches on legendary difficulty is going to be a big factor, because with only 2 weeks left to get all these things, and there might be players who would have started to play the squad battle matches, and they would have finished certain matches which has a rating of less than 70, 65, or even 60s. So you need to wait for the next, maybe like you will have few refreshes where you can just go refresh and play the game and get those wins. But you definitely need 18 matches over world class difficulty out of 40. And if you had started your squad battles, and if you are like on the way, like you have completed like 10 matches or 15 matches, then you need to plan on like what is the team you're going to play with world class. Are you going for these particular ones first, or are you going to finish the legendary difficulty matches first? So you need to definitely have a plan on that, because we just have one more week for these 6 swaps to just secure it, because the season ends in 14 days, yeah, 15 days. So with only 15 days left, we need to complete all these 6 swaps. So please plan on like how we are going to complete the objectives and grind for these swaps. And that's that's pretty much what we got the content today. We have got the, let us see like whether we got any other. So we got a Footmas premium gold players pack. Okay, that's okay. And what about leagues? Do we got any new league? No. Okay, so that's it, guys. We have got the icon swaps, and we've just reviewed, or like just told my own idea, or like what I feel about these cards. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know like what do you think about the icon swaps to the second set, and who you are going to grind for. Is it going to be like two players, or are you going for just one player, wait for 2 months, get all these swaps done, and go for player like Ronaldinho, or a Michael Essien, or a Patrick Vieira? Just let me know like what is your thoughts about these icon swaps, and whom you're going to grind for, and how you're going to plan for it. Because just plan for it. I feel like we just have 15 more days to complete these 2 swaps. So definitely you need to plan on the squad battle matches, with one objective where you need at least 6 wins in legendary difficulty. So that is going to be a tricky one. And if you had started your squad battle matches kindly have a look into the requirements and choose a team and play against that difficulty level and try to win the matches. And yeah, this clear Zuri is going to be a bit tough for many players. Legendary difficulty is not so easy, where even for a 65 rated team or a 70 rated team is going to put some goals or give you a tough fight. Even though, like, because I have played in legendary and ultimate difficulty where bronze players and silver players used to body shield players like Sissoko, or even the strikers like Dalglish, Aubameyang, everyone. So that's going to be a difficult swap, I believe. Apart from that, the rest are like fine. Rest are not that difficult to finish it off. So let me know like who are the players you're going to grind for in the icon swap set 2. Let me know like what is the combination you're going to go for. Either going for a Clarence Seedorf's base version for 10 swaps, along with a Luis Figo with his mid icon for 13 swaps. So that is going to be 23. So you're going to use it in that way, or you're going for a right back with Zambrota for 11, and you have another 13 left. Yeah, maybe you can go for again for Luis Figo. So how's the way, like, what is the way you're going to work for? Let me know your thoughts, and even I can get some idea like how I can plan for my swaps. And so that's pretty much from the content today we have got for these swaps. It's good, it's a decent one. And but the only thing is, like, for players like Patrick Vieira's base version, as well as Michael Essien's prime version, you need to wait for a couple of months to get them into your team. So that is going to be a big factor, because for 77 days of the time frame, you will definitely need at least 60 days or like 55 days, because you need obviously the next set of swaps to come in, and the objective is to grind and finish it off. And we'll be having team of the year, then we'll be having the future stars, and headliners, and a lot of other species where the players are going to be even better or match all these players in the icon swaps. So you need to definitely think how we are going to work towards those things. So if you're planning for any player, any swaps for more than 18 from mid icon to Patrick Vieira, it is going to be these players you're not going to attain for the next 2 months. It will take definitely 2 months, or at least 50 days times to get the player into your club. So do think about whether the time is worth waiting, whether the player will definitely fit in after 2 months also. So think on that aspect also. And let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts, like who are the swaps you're planning for, and what is the combination of players you're going for. That will also give me some insight, and that will also give some good ideas for other users who are like other players who are planning for the swaps. So thank you so much for dropping into the live stream, or watching the video. uh, Kindly subscribe and like the channel. This is a very new channel. I'm just beginning with my own new channel, and my name is Vicky, and I am from India. I'll be dropping with many new contents each and every day. So that's it from today. Thank you for again joining me.